for this crime is one is 20 years, and this is a photograph of Officer Watson. You can see to the right that at the time of the photograph, he was standing on the body of Mr. Brooks. And as I indicated earlier in our conversation with Mr. Officer Watson, he has admitted that he stood on the body of Mr. Brooks. He said he believes that he was standing on Mr. Brooks' arm, but that is what the photograph shows. We've also charged them with additionally two violations of oath. One is for the standing on the shoulder. That is an unauthorized weaponless control technique which the city of Atlanta prohibits. And the second violation of oath was for the failure to render timely medical aid to Mr. Brooks. So the arrest warrants have already been signed. We are asking Officer Roth and Officer Desmond to surrender themselves.
Okay. Pete, let me know if you can hear me, please. Yes, no, maybe so. I just need to know if you can hear me before we get started. Okay, great. All right, somebody said yes. Okay, I deeply apologize for keeping you all waiting so long. And I'm gonna have to write all this out and put it up on our YouTube site and our Injustice Facebook page. But the news conference is just about over. The police officers in the death of Rayshard Brooks, both officers have been charged. Arrest warrants have been issued, have been signed, have been issued. The DA just made a plea to both officers to go ahead and turn themselves in peacefully. What I will tell you now is that to me, this was a thorough investigation. They didn't miss anything. They, I think they looked at 8. I think it was 8 tapes they looked at. I think, yeah, 8 tapes they looked at. The incident lasted 41 minutes and 17 seconds. One of the things that DA Paul Howard said about Officer Garnett is that when the taser was taken from him twice, he said, "He took my fucking taser. He took my fucking taser." And that hurt him. That hurt his feelings. I've already discussed that with y'all. And he didn't like that. He was embarrassed. Well, after looking at 8 tapes, Officer Garnett has been charged with, he's facing 11 charges. I'm gonna put them all up shortly. I couldn't write them all down that fast. The second officer, Bosman, he has 3 charges. When an individual is fleeing in Atlanta, the law states that you cannot shoot someone that's running away from you because they have no threat to you. Therefore, if you cannot shoot someone with your service issue revolver, then you cannot shoot someone with a taser if they're running from you. They are of no threat to you. DA Howard said that from the beginning to the end, Mr. Brooks was very cooperative. It was hard to tell he had been drinking. He, without resistance, handed over his driver's license. He was not combative at all, as they said he was. Now, we learned some things today that we didn't know, at least I didn't know, that while Mr. Brooks laid there dying, neither rendered aid to him, and he had the opportunity to do that. The other officer, Bosman, he stood on it. He stood on his shoulder while he laid there dying. He's been charged with, he has, I think, aggravated assault charges and failure to render aid. He has 3 charges. The 11 charges against Garrett, I'm gonna put up shortly. I know felony murder is one of them. They filed 11 charges against him today. And once he shot him, he said, I got that motherfucker. I got it. The officer is also being charged with aggravated assault when the third bullet hit another vehicle with a family inside of it. I think it had a father in there with his children. So he's being charged with that as well. Yeah, I know. When Grant said, I know he did. He did. Yeah. When he said that, I mean, I looked in awe and I got lost. He did what? And while he laid there dying, neither one tried to render aid to him. He laid there, I think they said, for 2 minutes and I think 12 seconds. I know it's 2 minutes. Don't count me. I might be wrong on the 12 seconds. But I know it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. He just laid there. And the other officer stood on his shoulder. Now, it gets worse. The officer that fired the shots that killed him, after he laid there, the officer walked up and he kicked him while he laid there dying. He kicked him. These are some low-down, dirty, trifling, insignificant bastards. I pray they turn themselves in. Like right now would be a good time to do it. It would be a good time to do it. It's hard for me, I don't know about you all, to believe any damn thing a cop said or to have any pity for a cop when one of them get ambushed because they're so fucking dirty. And don't tell me all cops are not bad. I can't fucking see it that way now. I used to think that way, but I can't see it that way now. I can't see it. I cannot see it. The other officer could have intervened, he said, and stopped the other officer from shooting, and he did. This could have been completely avoidable. The family's attorney is speaking now, and he said, DA Paul Howard said basically the same thing you and I have been saying, is that they had his driver's license, they had his vehicle, they knew where he lived. They could have, at a later date and time, went and got him, called in a search party and said, we'll just go and hang around his house, whatever, till you show up. But we're not going to shoot. We'll find him. We'll find him. He's intoxicated. He can't get too damn far. There was 101 ways the DA said that could have ended. But death was not one of them. I'm going to say it again. Death was not one of them. But the officer that shot Garrett, after he put the bullets in him, he kicked him. The other officer came and stood on his shoulder while he laid there dying. Crooked cops and killer cops, J-Rob. That's about it. Again, I would get a list of all 11 charges for one officer and then the other 3, and I will post them up shortly on YouTube and our Injustice Facebook page. I'm trying to read one comment before I get it in. Okay, Tawana Cameron says, Mr. Scott, it looks like these cops were angry due to the protesting. Listen, if I disagree with that, then I would be lying to myself. Yeah, that's a big part of it. You know, if I can't get that bastard, I'll get this son of a bitch over here. It's just the way they think. It's just the way they think. You know, so I applaud the DA. I mean, I knew from the day he spoke. Oh, they're gonna charge his ass. I didn't think the other officer would be charged. I didn't think that though. I did. But he looked at cameras they didn't know about. And they saw different angles. And they saw him when he kicked the man while he was laying there dying. And then the other one just stood on him. So you just treat people like they shit. Well, it's simple. It's time we start treating cops like they are criminals. When you step in those shoes of a criminal, then you must be treated as such. The arrest warrants have been signed and have been issued. They asking for both men to peacefully turn themselves in, like right now. So we'll be back tonight at 7:30 because Spicy Topics is joining me tonight. Bond denied. I don't. You know what? I came on before they got to the bond thing. I'm not for sure, but it's probably going to be denied. And if it's not denied, I'm sure it's going to be extremely high. You know, but I can't say one way or the other because I don't want to keep you all waiting too long. So I will find that out too, and I will put that. Yes, that is spitting fire. No, I don't. Spitting fire. Oh yes, that's spitting fire. Spitting fire's in the house. That's what they said. Okay. Hey, spitting fire. Hey, girl. The officers were both charged. Spitting fire. If you didn't hear that, both of them were charged. The officer Garrett has 11 charges against him. The second officer Balsman has 3 charges against him, and they're asking both officers to turn themselves in. The officer that fired the shots kicked Mr. Brooks while he laid there dying, and the other officer stood on his shoulders while he laid there dying. Atlanta says you cannot shoot someone that's fleeing. You cannot point a taser and try and tase someone and they're fleeing because they're no threat to you. And so they knew that. But if they didn't know, if they missed that in the academy, well, you got it today. I will see you all tonight at 7:30. Right here, be it the Lord willing, and the creek don't rise again. The one and only Spicy Topics will be here, and we're going to be discussing today's charges and police brutality and police reform in the United States. What is it? What does it look like? And what should it be? And will it do any good? Love y'all. See y'all at 7:30. Do not be late.